All right. So you got out and you finally got your master's
Yep.
and you work for this company. And then how long did you last at that company?
I did a year. So I did a year while I was there, and
Why only a year?
because it wasn't for me.
Just didn't fill it. Yeah. So you were
Yeah.
you're chief operation
Oh,
officer.
no. So so I was like the service center district manager.
Oh, for
So
your
then
friend's company.
that was a year.
Okay.
Then I went to an architecture firm for 2 years as like the director of operations. That whole time, my buddy was harassing me to come work at his company. So 3 years after I got out, I joined that company as a COO. Did that for 4-ish years, then built a coaching program at the same company. Was a coach with them for 3 or 4 years and left and started my own company. We started our company 2.5 years ago, but I went full time into it this year.
Okay. When you started the company 2 years ago as coaching, I want to go back to the company. You said you started coaching at the company. You were
Yeah,
coaching people at the employees and other people at the
internal
company.
and external, right? So coaching, doing leadership coaching internally, but then we built a program, and the whole company pivoted to becoming a coaching organization from what it had.
What was
It
the
was a
organization? Huh?
marketing agency.
Okay. Kind of like it. Okay.
Yeah, so like an inbound marketing agency transitioned into like a teach you how to fish instead of fish for you company. Um, and so did that, was with that company for 7 years. Um, and all of the stuff from the military like helped do that, helped run it, helped you figure out all these things. And then, you know, I've been doing the Question First group now for, we started 2.5 years ago, and full time in it for this year. And, you know, it is one of those things where I never thought when I was growing up that I was going to own a company. I never thought that I would coach people. And then when I think back to like what I did as an Army officer, like you coached people, and like my platoon sergeants, the squad leaders, all the NCOs, like that's what they did too. Like the military is one big coaching organization that happens to, also go and do things to bad people, right? But it's everything about my experience in the Army led me to where I'm at today. And the biggest thing I think I've learned is that people eat up that stuff. I was talking to a former colleague who retired as post brigade command. And we were talking about how we don't love telling our Army stories in business. And it's because we don't think that they're big stories, right? Like when you're amongst yourselves, like nobody, like it's like, yeah, well, of course you have 30 jumps or 50 jumps or 100 jumps, like big deal. So does everybody else. But like outside to the owner of $100 million company, they're like, you did what? Tell me more about that. What do you mean that you lived on an
Wow.
Iraqi army base? Like all of these things are huge to people on the outside that you would never think that they would care, and they all do.